Jana from Calvin Grove Lifestyle and Sports Club in Cape Town. Jana is the general manager of the club and also sits on the CMASA Exco. Welcome, Jana. I'm so excited to be able to sit with you today and hear a bit more about your amazing journey in the club industry.
Thanks, Roseanne, and thanks for the invitation.
You're welcome. It's so nice to have you here. So we want to just hear a little bit more about your early career and where it all started.
So my mum worked with the Navy, so we moved quite a lot when I was young, and we lived in Pretoria, Durban, and then literally saved the best for last in Cape Town. And while we were moving around, we stayed in various hotels, sometimes up to 6 months. And I always admired the staff. I thought there would be a different way of doing things. So there was absolutely no surprise when I then decided I wanted to study hospitality management. And then part of my course, I had to go and complete management training, and I did that in Plettenberg Bay and Scotland. And whilst I was in Scotland, I made it evident that I was going to stay for 6 months, but then the travel completely hit me and I needed to fund my traveling. So then I decided to stay on, and I traveled all over the world. I think I've been to 34 countries, and I then worked in various hotels in the UK, in Cheshire, Lewis, and then right at the end in London. And then finally, after the hotel industry and in this places I was working, I decided to come home to South Africa. So after 12 years, I'm back in Cape Town.
Wow, that's amazing. So after London, you joined the club industry once you came back to South Africa. Tell us a little bit about the transition from the hotel industry into the club life.
So the service aspect, to ensure everything is to enhance a guest experience, is always the same. But the main difference in hotels and the clubs is pretty much you see the hotel guests once, you might never see them again. Whereas the club industry, you really have to make sure you let the member leave on a good note, because you're going to see them tomorrow and the next day and the next day. And the club industry members take ownership of their club. So you constantly have to make sure you're on top of things. You have to build deeper relationships with them. It's more of a community, and you're connecting more on a deeper level.
Yes, definitely, for sure. And I mean, I guess some of your hotel guests also keep coming back after year, so that there's a little bit of not a membership, but that relationship building, which keeps them coming back, which I guess worked in the club industry as well. So exactly. In 2018, you became the general manager of Calvin Grove. What is it that you love most about the role?
So I must say, I love the fact that I'm the first female in this position, and also that men and women do things completely differently. We have different experiences, we have different backgrounds, we shape our approach to clubs and businesses are always very, very different. And whilst I was working at Calvin, I got promoted as GM, and I knew the potential Calvin Grove had, and I wanted to be part of this change, and I wanted to challenge my team to think differently. I wanted to create sort of breeding space for creativity, promote innovative ideas, and just really push Calvin forward. And then Calvin is turning 100 in 2025. So we worked on a strategy while I'm in the GM seat to sort of build towards the future. And then I'm part of to see this change. I can see the culture changing with teamwork, and we're also reaping this award. And it's amazing to see the members enjoying the space, even if it's a new member or a long-standing member. So it's just it's amazing to just see the transformation.
Geez, that is an exciting time to be at the Club 100. How many sporting disciplines are at the club?
Oh, goodness. Bridge, snooker, croquet, cricket, bowls, tennis, 6. And then we're affiliated with golf, so 7 on the side.
There we go. And obviously through all of this journey, you've had someone to lead the way and give you advice when you need it. So who's your mentor?
So I tried to have a mentor that's not really affiliated with Calvin, because then your vision is very tainted. So I've approached David Howard, he's got background in business banking, and he helped me really much transition from being a manager to now being a leader for the club. So that's really helped. And with his business banking background, he helped me see that I need to run the club as a business from a financial point of view. So it's just been great to have this soundboard as well, because I can moan about the members. Because the GM is quite lonely. You can't moan to anyone else about members.
So what is it that inspires you about the club industry and makes you want to be a part of this amazing journey that we're all on?
I think just in general, the club industry is being reshaped, and more clubs are thinking or changing the way they're thinking. They are becoming more family orientated. It speaks a change in our lifestyles, our connection with each other, how we engage, and also ultimately how we invest in our people, our staff.
Yeah, almost a home away from home, I guess, and we want to be part of that, right?
100%.
What are your some of your personal achievements that you're most proud of? Obviously, in your career and personally as well.
So I was quite lucky when I worked in the UK for quite a small hotel that we put a whole presentation together, and we won the runner-up award for Small Hotel of the Year, and that was in 2010, if I'm right. And then in 2016, when I came over to South Africa, I was awarded Young Manager of the Year by CMASA. So that was sort of my first year at the club industry to get this award. So that was really quite a big thing. And I think that's also made it real to be in this industry and that I'm in the right career path. And then personal, I'm very sporty, work at a sport club as well. So my personal achievements are very much sport related. I'm an ultra marathon runner, I'm triathlete. So yeah.
Oh wow, that's phenomenal. We need to have a look out for you on Strava, I guess, and see what you're up to. So I'm presuming for relaxation, it's running, and what else do you get up to?
Yeah, so 100%. Relaxation for me is to keep myself fit and healthy. I'll be running or be in a swimming pool. I'm not on my bike as much as I used to. I think the roads has become quite dangerous, but I still love cycling if I can, or spinning classes. And then alternatively, we've got 5 dogs. So my weekends will be spent with 5 dogs, Graham, exploring wine farms or restaurants.
Oh, beautiful. Do you have any advice for women in general and in the industry that you would like to share?
Always remain the beautiful woman you are and never become a man in a man's world. And I think it's so important that we as women, especially in this month, just stay beautiful, we stay who we are, and we look back at the moment we excelled, and we will always work from there. It's important as women that we share from each other, we share our thoughts, and I always wear colorful nail polish, so I always say, please wear it, stand out in a crowd. That's what we are as women, to be beautiful.
Exactly, and I agree with you. I think we bring a lot to the table as women. So there's no need to be any difference. But I mean, it's been amazing chatting to you. And thank you for agreeing to be interviewed, and keep inspiring. It's lovely to hear your story and where you're going.
Thanks, Roxanne. It's been an honor.